Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca live. Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. Good morning to you all. We got a lot to talk about after what was a wild transfer deadline day, particularly for Barcelona. Oh my goodness. We were talking on Monday about maybe, slim chance that we're able to get Aubameyang on a loan. Turns out we got wizards running our board now. We got him. Not even on loan. Free transfer. A free transfer for Aubameyang. This man, an absolute legend. Barcelona, no salary cap, no wiggle room, financial crisis, and we make 4 January signings. Incredible. We now have a wealth of attacking options. Look at this. Look at all these guys right here. Oh my goodness, we have so many players to choose from now. Here's the problem. We've got perhaps too many to choose from. We got a couple injuries. Ansu, I think Memphis is still injured. He might be back now. Anyway, I digress. I'm talking specifically about Europa League, okay? Not just with the forwards. The new signings. We can only register 3 of our 4 new signings. Ferran Torres, Adama Traore, Aubameyang, Dani Alves. One of them is going to have to miss out on Europa League. So I want to know your thoughts. Let me know right now in the chat. What are you thinking of those 4 players? Who has to sit out? Speaking of sitting out, where I'm going to start the conversation today, and I want this to be the last time I talk about it. Dembele stays. So, if you're Xavi, do you leave him in the stands? Do you encourage the board to cancel his contract? Or do you ask him to be available to play on the pitch week in and week out and help us get top 3 in La Liga? If you're Xavi, what do you do? I'm going to get your thoughts. I'm going to give my thoughts, but we're going to start with talking about Aubameyang today. It's very exciting stuff. I'm happy to finally get a number 9. And they did it last minute on transfer deadline day. So very exciting topics to talk about here today on Wake Up in Barca. If this is your first time finding us, welcome to the Undefeated community. We got the Stash Squad hanging out here, ready to talk about the Barcelona news of today while we have a little caffeine and, of course, catch up with each other. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of the live streams. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday doing the live Barcelona news on Wake Up in Barca. And then we are here for all of the Barcelona matches. I do the live commentary. You hang out and participate in the chat with Culers from around the world as we support the Blaugrana. Let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John. All right, folks, good morning to you all. Let me just quickly show you the confirmed details of the Aubameyang deal. So this is from Rashad Rahman. Official says Aubameyang will sign a contract until June 2025 with an option to agree to an exit in 2023. Release clause at $100 million. Nobody's going to pay $100 million for Aubameyang at this point, so I think we're safe on that. But I like the option to extend. If you think about the way that he plays, if you think about the strengths that Aubameyang brings to the team, if you think about comparing him to a over 30 Thierry Henry, who also came from Arsenal to Barcelona, I like it. I like that deal, you guys. I really do. Free transfer. We got Arsenal to cancel his contract to come over to Barcelona. Let's go. Let's go. What a huge piece of business. Desperate for a number 9. Barcelona, listen, blessings be to Luke de Goat for stepping up and doing what he could. I'm glad that we have Goat Weight back. He's been injured all year. But we needed a true number 9, someone that's going to be a threat to the opposition so that they can't have that high press all the way across the midfield, knowing that we don't have any pace up top. With Ansu injured, with Dembele potentially being in the stands, our fastest striker then is Torres or Memphis. I don't know who's faster, but neither has lightning speed. Neither of them could you put up top and say, hey, just when we get the ball, run in behind, and we got to break for a counterattack. With Adama Traore, you can do that. with Aubameyang, you can do that. Guys, we got some options now. I haven't made Aubameyang's card yet, so we're going to do that. What's today? Wednesday? On Friday's episode. Now that we know what our lineup is. On Friday's episode, we'll do a match preview for the upcoming match against Atletico Madrid, and we'll talk about who's going to be our front three, because we got options now. We got a lot of options, folks, so I'm very excited to have Aubameyang. Even though he's past his prime, he's got a lot of goals left in those boots, my friends. A lot of goals. Champions League, here we come. If we get past Napoli, Europa League final is looking good. I like it. Napoli's probably our toughest opponent. So all of a sudden, if we can get top 3 and Europa League, we're back in Champions League. We sign Haaland over the summer. What? We have Ansu, Haaland, and Ferran as our starting front 3. And then as rotational players coming off the bench, we'll have Aubameyang, Memphis, and Adama Traore, plus our youngsters, Jukla and Abde, coming in. Are you kidding me? Barca is back, my friends. We're back. Kind of. Not yet. We can see down the line what it looks like to be back. I feel optimistic that we will be back. We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. All right, that's where I'll pause. I'll turn to the chat. I'll say my good mornings. How we doing, folks? Kyle Cash getting us started. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning, Coulis. Hello, hello. Oh, man, are you guys getting, almost cursed. Are you guys getting a lot of snow in Wheeling? We're getting a ton of rain right now. Like, it is pissing rain, and then it's going to turn to snow, and then it's going to turn back to rain, and then it's going to go to snow again. That's what my weekend is looking like. So hope everybody in the valley is staying warm, staying dry. Ernest, good morning. Heine, hello, hello. The Stash Mod, Ayush, my nephew from India. Good morning, sir. You Stupid says, the only thing I'm mad about in this transfer period was that Juventus got Zakaria for $5 million and on a free transfer. I know our midfield is full, but we could have used him. I'll give you that one. There was a couple players that moved where I was like, would have liked to have him. What's his name? Alvarez, I believe it is, went to Man City. I could be getting that wrong. But the striker from River Plate, Zakaria, as you mentioned, going to Juventus. Donny van de Beek going to Everton. Would have liked to grab him. Even this one's a wild card. But even Dele Alli also going to Everton. Would have liked to pick him. Now that I think about Everton, Frank Lampard comes in. They get Donny van de Beek. They get Dele Alli. They're going to have an exciting second half of the season. If you're a Premier League fan, tune into Everton. They're going to have fun. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Takir, good morning. Joseph, good morning. Takir says leave out Dani Alves. That's probably the right choice, right? We do have a lot of attackers right now, but we need them. And Dani Alves has not performed, I'll say, well enough for me to be like, yeah, definitely bring him into Europa League. He's going to hold up and put him at right back. I think as we get deep into Europa League, even against Napoli, I don't think you play Dani Alves. I don't think you do. So I think Danny is the one that's going to have to miss out on Europa League. Ferran Torres definitely in. Aubameyang definitely in. And then do we want a right winger or a right back? It's neck and neck, but I'd still rather go Traore. Also because you could put Traore as right wing back. He's played there before. I'm not saying he's strong defensively, but you could do it. Heine also says, leave out Alves. Kuda says, sounds like Dem going to be sporting the tracksuit for a while. Yeah, dude. Apparently, according to some reports, Xavi is interested, on the fence about still maybe using him. I have mixed feelings. I saw some tweets earlier that we might cancel his contract. That's what I would be for. Don't have him just sit in the stands and show up for training every day. Either play him or cancel the contract. Either way. Laporta apparently came out and said that he thinks Dembele has a contract, a pre-contract already with somebody else, and that's why we couldn't move him in January, because he had several good offers that he declined. My hair doing wild things right now. Excuse me. So that's the latest on Dembele. Had apparently a couple of good offers from Chelsea, and I think from Tottenham, maybe even PSG. He said no to all of them. the involved parties are saying he might have a deal already signed. So it's not cool. It's not cool, Dembele. I would probably like to just see his contract get canceled. Now that we have Aubameyang, Adama, Torres, Memphis coming back from injury, we might get Ansu at the end of the season. We got the two goats, Goatwait, the young. We got Abde, we got Jukla. Dembele can go. I want people with the right attitude, and I want people that are here for the future. I know Aubameyang's only got 2-3 years left before the wheels fall off, but I want people that are here for the future. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. You Stupid says, Oba, a poor man's Henri. Listen, I'll take a poor man's Henri. A poor man's Henri is still going to get you a lot of goals. I'm okay with that. Takir says, I think Aubameyang is going to be a good deal, even considering the fact we get Haaland next summer. It's good for competition. Good for competition. Good for rotation. You got to remember, if all things are going well for Barcelona, come next spring, we're going to have La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Champions League all tied up together in the spring. So you got to have players that you can rotate. Typically, when Barcelona have a fully fit, deep squad in the past, we have a Copa del Rey squad that will play. It hasn't happened since like 2017, I think was maybe the last time we did it. Because if you guys look back from 2018 on, we've had a starting 11 and like nothing else. If you go back before that, we were a much deeper squad. We had a lot more options off the bench, and you could field a Copa del Rey team. But we've kind of gotten away from that. So that's something that Barcelona need to remedy. Ernest says, in my opinion, Goatwait is the best number 9 we've had under after Suarez, not being sarcastic. Well, yeah, because we haven't had a big signing yet. So you're probably not wrong about that, unless you want to go with Luke de Goat. I'd listen to those arguments as well. Simon says, why is Dembele still training with the first team? A decision has not been made yet. We don't know if he's actually going to be in the stands, if his contract's going to be canceled. We don't know yet. You Stupid says, if we get a quality CB, defensive mid, and left back, we are officially back. I'll say I'm assuming that you are also assuming that we're going to get Haaland next year. Well, actually, here's the thing. If you think about this, even if we don't get Haaland, let's say next year we line up with Ansu on the left, Aubameyang at striker, and Torres on the right wing. And then in the midfield, we have Pedri, Gavi, and De Jong. And then we sign a left back, we sign a center back. So we have Araujo, I'll say Sergino Dest for now, defensively. Okay. You know what, you stupid? I was gonna push back a little bit, but even without Haaland, we're not Champions League favorites by any means. But I'll say at this point, even without Haaland, we are a strong defensive mid off the bench signing, plus a left back signing away from really being a Champions League contender. Assuming that Ansu Fati can be fit. Of course. Of course. Finished FC, good morning, sir. Says, check Haaland's injury record, please. I don't think it's that bad. We'll look into that in another episode because I want to make sure I get the stats right and I don't want to go into a deep dive. But fair point to bring up. We'll look into it. I can't imagine it's as bad as Dembele. Can't imagine it's that bad. Georgie, how we doing, sir? Says, wish we could have snagged Tagliafico. I'm hoping in the summer. When we have a little bit more time to work on a deal, we can make that happen. Tagliafico asked for it, wanted the transfer, wanted to come to Barcelona, didn't make it happen. Sometimes those can be a little bit complicated. So Tagliafico, one to look for the future, for sure. Vipula says, Alves is our best fullback right now. He's on there for his service into the box. He's on there for him to cross the ball in and create those chances. He's not on there for his defense. And I know in the past, historically, Barcelona do prioritize offensive wingbacks. Listen, I love Dani Alves. I'm not talking smack. It's just he was wearing lead boots in Champions League when we needed a win. Just say, not Champions League. Excuse me, El Clasico when we needed a win. Just saying. But I love Dani Alves. Okay, so it is what it is. If you haven't gotten your vote in yet, who do we leave off of Europa League? There's Dani Alves, Adama Traore, Aubameyang, Ferran Torres. Those last two for me are guaranteed. It comes down to Traore or Dani Alves. So if you haven't given me your thoughts yet, either in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this on replay, I see you. I see you watching this on replay, not catching it live. Hello to you. Listen, we're worldwide here. Not everybody's waking up at the same time. I got people on the West Coast here in America. It's 4 a.m. right now. So if you're just getting up, starting your day, and you're watching this on replay, good morning. I see you. I see your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'll answer them. For those of you that leave comments on my page, you know, I'll answer them. Landreth, good morning. Hello, hello. Jason asks, USA or Honduras? You know that's going to be USA. You know that. Takir says, I think Aubameyang is going to... oh, wait, I already read that one. Let me see. Where am I in the chat? Poncho, good morning, sir. I fell a little bit behind here. Yedu, good morning. KN1, good morning, sir. Hello, hello. Ernest says, why are Barca fans ignoring the reason why Aubameyang's contract was terminated? Good point. Good point. Points to you, Ernest, for that one. We're ignoring it because, 1, we're desperate for a number 9. 2, he's still got a lot of talent. 3, it's a free transfer. And 4, because fresh start. You know what I mean? He had a attitude problem, apparently didn't connect with Arteta there towards the end, was sent to the stands, stripped of his captaincy at the club. However, let me bring up to you a Luis Suarez, who also had a falling out at his club due to his behavior, poor sportsmanship. Comes to Barcelona on the cheap in 2014, and we all know what happened next. So, fresh start for Aubameyang. That's what I'll say. Fresh start indeed. What else? Anthony, good morning, sir. How we doing? Takir says, I'm confused with Dest. I see some of his stats on Instagram, and it's like world-class fullback, but in-game, he looks very average. I agree with that. He looks a bit lost at times. He looks like he doesn't have confidence. That needs to be worked out 100%. Dest is inconsistent, but when you see him for USA and he's confident, that's why Chelsea are looking at him. That's why Bayern Munich are looking at him. There's a reason why Dest is getting that attention, okay? I would be worried if we were seeing the performances that we're seeing from Dest and there was nobody looking at him on the transfer market, or we were looking at a player swap to send him back to Ajax, or if we were looking to offload him to like Turkey or Greece or something like that, then I would be nervous. But the fact that Dest is still getting playing time, he's learning from Dani Alves, and top European clubs are still interested in him, that gives me some faith that even if it's not this year, even if Dani Alves is the primary starter at right back, and he is there as an example and a role model to the young Sergino Dest, and Sergino Dest takes that role in the next year or so, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. Everybody, a lot of Culers are like, when you join Barcelona, you need to come out of the gates and be the next Messi, be the next Xavi, be the next Dani Alves, or piss off. You got 90 minutes to prove your worth, or you're out of here. We need to calm down. We need to calm down. This is part of the reason why it was so hard for some of the youngsters to break through at Barcelona and establish themselves through that Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets era. Because when you have people that are world class and they get rotated out for somebody who's growing and developing and they slip up a little bit, oh, get them out of here. Why would you play them when we have these other amazing players and blah, 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 blah. At some point, Barcelona fans, culés, you got to realize we're doing it to ourselves. Calm down with the expectations. Just relax. Dest is a quality player. He's proved that. Right side and left side. Versatility. He can shoot. He can pass. Okay? Not consistently. That's the only problem. Not consistently. So we'll get there, folks. We'll get there on Sergino Dest. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, where are we at in the chat here? I'm missing a lot. I know. What happened to Mingueza? I think Xavi came in, didn't like what he saw. I think shook his confidence a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. I got way behind in the chat. Let me scroll down a little bit. I'm going to miss a couple of things. It's going to happen, folks. As this channel grows, Unfortunately, there will be times where I miss stuff in the chat. It happens, all right? Let's see, 6-7 months ago when we started doing Wake Up in Barca, there was like 4 people hanging out, coming in and watching these shows. Maybe 6 on a good day. Now look at us. We've been doing this consistently since June, I think. I think we started this in June. We're somewhere just over 100 episodes, and look at this. We got about 30 people hanging out. So this is a good thing. We're going to have some growing pains on this channel. Of course, we will. But all good things. So quick shout out before I turn back to the chat, and I actually want to talk about Coutinho. I want to talk Coutinho a little bit. We don't need to, but I want to. But before I get to that, I want to welcome everybody. I want to say hello and good morning. Everybody who's new, give yourself a shout out in the chat. All right, subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation. That is a requirement for joining the Stash Squad. But what we do here on this channel is we cover Barcelona news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on our morning news show called Wake Up in Barca. That is what you're witnessing right now. And then we are here live for all the Barcelona matches. I do live commentary. I give you the time, the scoreboard. You don't miss any of the action. And then you get to participate in the chat with Culers from around the world. It's a great way to connect with folks. It's a great way to meet other Barcelona fans. I've met people from literally all over the world that I never would have had the chance to meet, and it's all because of this channel. So thank you everybody who's been here for Wake Up in Barca. Thank you for everyone who's come and hung out for the for the live watch along matches. I really appreciate it. It's amazing. It's the days when I don't want to get up out of bed and I don't want to do anything, but I know that I gotta wake up, shake out the cobwebs because we got Wake Up in Barca to cover. And I do it, and we get to connect, and we get to have a nice, positive start to the day. It's awesome. So thank you all very much. I love you all very much. The Stash Squad, the undefeated community, you guys are awesome. We continue to grow. We continue to do good things here. So thank you all very much. And just to cap it off, I want this community to be the maybe the one and only Barcelona community where we can actually come and do our best to have a positive eye, a positive outlook on things, okay? Not blindly optimistic, not fake about it, all right? We'll call a spade, but we're going to be a place where we can come and be optimistic about our love of the Blaugrana, all right? Love you all. I'll get off my high horse now. What I want to talk about is Coutinho's goal. I'm going to risk it biscuit. I'm going to show this to you guys. This is Coutinho's goal from last night. Brazil win 4-0 over Paraguay. This is a goal from Coutinho. I think is just after the start of the second half and puts Brazil up 2-0. So check this out. Bang. Bang. Here, let me go full screen for you all. Bang. Okay, wonderful goal from the young Brazilian. I hope I don't get a copyright for that. I don't know how it works showing stuff on Twitter, but here's the reason why I showed that to you. And I'm actually going to jump back. I'm going to show that to you one more time because here's the important part, my friends. Here's the important part. We'll jump back over here. Look at where Coutinho receives this ball, okay? Pass is made. Coutinho receives the ball. I'm going to keep going so you can see where he is. Look where he is on the pitch, okay? Number 10, attacking midfielder. This is where Coutinho needs to play. This is his natural position. This is where he can create and be the best Coutinho that he can be. This is where he played for Liverpool. This is where, if Barcelona wanted to get the most out of him, should have played him. The fact of the matter is that Barcelona does not play with a number 10 attacking mid. We just don't. We play a 3 across the midfield with a defensive pivot. That's how we do things. So that forced Coutinho to either play a box-to-box midfield role or play out on the left wing. So Barcelona never used him as a number 10. So I already saw on Twitter people like, oh, Coutinho leaves and now all of a sudden he's finding his form and blah, 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 blah. Guys, it comes down to the tactics, okay? Tactics, formation, all matter when it comes to getting the most out of a player. So one more time, if you want to get stuff like this from Coutinho, you just got to play him in the right position. That's all you got to do, folks, okay? Problem solved. Anyway, I love Coutinho. I wish we could have worked things out at Barcelona. Fact of the matter is, like I said, we don't play with a number 10. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, let me get caught up on the chat here. Did I see something about my... Okay. Let's see. Ovi, good morning. Good morning. Says hello, Sensei. I love it. By the way, if you guys haven't been watching Cobra Kai on Netflix, you're missing out. Speaking of senseis, amazing show. What else? Finished, if you're talking about me, let's see. Coutinho is my favorite player. I mean, I don't mean he is the best. I mean, he is really my favorite and wanted him to succeed at Barca. I have similar feelings. Not my favorite by any means, but a big fan of Coutinho. And I wanted to see him succeed at Barca. I was sad to see him go, but it was time. And I'm happy that he's getting a fresh start at Aston Villa before it's too late in his career. And Aston Villa are going to be a fun team. Suarez coming back next season. Coutinho's there. Gerrard leading the helm. It's a fun team. It's an absolutely fun team. Takir says, we are getting our 40 million. We're going there. One sub at a time. Yep, you stupid. You got it. Natural position, scoring goals. But here's the thing. Should Barcelona have changed their entire system to fit around Coutinho? Is that the solution? I don't think that's the answer. You know what I mean? I just don't. I think Barcelona maybe should have been more open to bringing him off the bench and doing a change of tactics. Like, imagine this. If all the matches where Ronald Koeman was manager and Barcelona were losing and we're pulling our hair out saying, make a change, if in those matches he would have said, hey, Coutinho, go play a number 10. Would Coutinho still be here? Would Koeman still be here? I only said that because I know it's going to piss people off. Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway. KN1 says that I'm actually the inspiration and will never stop as a YouTuber. That's awesome because of how I am. Says, I remember when you were doing this match review for USA, you had like 5 views. I was there. My name is Nana, and you're the best. Well, Nana, a.k.a. KN1, thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me know that, and I appreciate you hanging out all that time. Yeah, I started out, August of 2019, I believe is when this channel started. And, yeah, go back and watch some of those clips. You might not believe it, but this is still the same room and still the same mic. The microphone stand has changed. I've painted walls. I've hung up art. I've got a new camera. All of these things. But this is the same room where it all started 2-ish years ago. Whatever it was. Wow. But Nana, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Anyway, You Stupid says they shouldn't have even signed Coutinho or Griezmann. Should have signed defenders. Fair. Looking back now, Dembele, Coutinho, Griezmann should have listened to Lil Dicky and saved that money. You know what I mean? Simon says Trincao coming back. Wolves not buying him. At this point, though, I'm sure we'll find another place for him. I don't think Trincao stays at Barcelona. Maybe I'm wrong. But with Torres coming in, with Adama being there, with Abde emerging, I don't see Trincao coming back. I think we sell him somewhere else. Could be wrong, but I think so. Yeah, Takir, it used to just be white walls, camera facing me. I think nothing but maybe sometimes a brown beanbag chair behind me, and I brought that in just to have something in the room. Because I started this channel like 6 months after we moved into this house, and this room was not ready yet. So we're here. What's up, Mohammed? I'm in the USA, currently living in Cincinnati, actually. Ovi says, well, Barca community owes an apology to Koeman, and it seems like even Xavi doesn't trust Ricky Puig. Yeah, I don't want to get too into it, but I made that point early on, that if Xavi comes in and has the same assessment of Ricky Puig, which is not enough, I think everybody owes Koeman an apology, at least for that point. At least with that point. Pancho Mike, how we doing, sir? Says, with players going in and out of injury, new players joining, and a new coach, is there any chance the pieces don't line up or mesh? Any chance not in top 4? Ooh, great question, Pancho. Great question. Let's think about that for a second. I'll say there will probably be a little bit of a learning curve. Aubameyang in particular is going to be very unfamiliar with the Barcelona playing style. But as a striker, that's probably the easiest role to fit in. Midfield would be the hardest. And kind of same thing for Traore. Traore has Barcelona roots, spent time in La Masia, so he should be okay. Torres has time with the Spanish national team, so he should be okay. Dani Alves, again, Barcelona experience. So Aubameyang's really the only one that doesn't have either previous Barcelona or Spanish national team experience. So out of the 4 new signings, maybe Aubameyang struggles a little bit with chemistry, but everybody else should be okay. Injuries we've dealt with all season long, so it is what it is. Finished FC says Trincao is 22-ish, so won't be worried about him. Yeah, well, listen, he'll either play or we'll get some money on the transfer market for him. Either way, we'll see. Anyway, folks, I think that is where we are going to wrap up for today. We do have Wake Up in Barca coming up on Friday. Very exciting stuff there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to discuss, folks. We talked about the contract details for Aubameyang. We talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about who might need to miss out on Europa League out of the new signings. Dani Alves, Aubameyang, Ferran Torres, and Traore. One of them is going to miss out. And we talked about my thoughts on Dembele. We reviewed Coutinho's golazo from last night. So up next on the channel is Friday Wake Up and Barca. And we're going to do a little pre-match preview. We've got Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. It's such a big match, you guys. It's such a huge match for us. If you look at the standings, it's a chance for Barcelona to get back in the top 4 with a match in hand. So if we win, we'll have 38 points. Betis will have 40. If we win our match in hand against Rayo Vallecano, it'll put us in the top 3. It'll be smooth sailing. We shouldn't be looking back after that. I think we'll be okay. So that's up next on the channel. I will see you all Friday morning for Wake Up in Barca. Until then, have a wonderful day. I love you all very much. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, starting your day. I'll see you Friday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride, my friend.